I'm probably somewhat sexist because if this were a young boy who was, some ways abandoned by his parents, and there was an older man who was able to provide me with weapons and other equipment, but refused to actually provide direct help as I fought against all these other people, I probably wouldn't object so much. But if it's younger, wow, whoa! Hey now, that's dangerous. Hiya folks, Fruit and Doggy here, returning one last time to this game. I am curious enough. I just want to peek and see what those deviant paths showed. It might be absolutely nothing. I don't really have much hope in the game after, kind of being slapped in the face already, but before I uninstalled it and never touched this game again, I just wanted to look, because I saw that there are some other people who play the game who made it to the secret area, and some of them actually wound up dying and never even found out what was at the very end. So, and then other people did find the same ending I did as well. So, I had been mortally curious just to see if I was the only poor, unfortunate person who got burned like that at the end. But I just want to know what's in those other rooms that you can get into for whatever reason. It just seems so strange to me. And I'm sure it is 100% nothing. I just can't imagine it'd be like, oh man, secret weapon. I would think it would just be, a handful of treasure. I.e. something completely insignificant to a person who exploited the game as much as I did. But again, just because I am going to be uninstalling the game having finished it. And then plus that last challenge area, it didn't actually take me very much time to get through it, so it's like, since I'm going to do like a finale area, I figured I could expand on it a little bit. Just show what is in there for, again, my sake and anybody else who might be watching. Yeah, but I think most people basically treated this gun like the same way I did, is that, it was so late game, it seemed rather underwhelming. A short-range gun that does little more than shoot off some small-range explosions. Who cares, I mean, you're getting to parts of the game that have really amped up the difficulty. If you really want to waste your time trying to strengthen a brand new gun one more time, no, not who really wants to do that? I mean, see, it doesn't even stun enemies. Enemies that normally were basically stunned by everything aren't even affected. I mean, the guy with the knife is one of the most susceptible to weapons and getting stunned. And he just plows right through it like nothing's happening. The other thing is that these weapons explode on impact with the arc. So they do more damage than, say, the bow and arrow. But I would think the benefit of like shooting a grenade launch, I would think the benefit of a grenade launcher would be that they would roll. You know, that they would have some, mobility to them instead of just coming to a screeching halt exactly where you shot them. Wait, what? I mean, I've got the spike gun. How would you have gotten that without the spike gun, though? How would you get up here? I don't know. Sometimes sections in this game, like they were designed with everything in your arsenal in mind, as opposed to what you actually have in your equipment at the time you're going to be playing those areas. Yeah, I don't remember precisely where the branching pathway was, but I'm pretty sure I'll recognize it as soon as I see it. It's just a matter of getting to that point. Why do I even care about that? Some of these I'm getting just because I was not able to get them at the time I was playing these areas. So it's just kind of a, like, yeah. That must seem kind of petty or silly, but... Oh, you can jump over here. Nothing terribly interesting, but... Hey, again, I was wanting to show some of the secrets I wasn't able to find earlier in the game, so yeah, you know, there you go, guys. That's what was down there. I'm pretty sure if I go left, that's the way I want to go, isn't it? Let me double check. What's to the left? There's the dead bear. Considering how quickly I got to that area, I'm pretty sure it's to the right I want to go. Ooh, level 3. Too bad nobody cares about this gun. I do have somewhat, not a morbid curiosity, but I am curious, you know, what this gun is really capable of maxed out, but... You know, not in the like, oh man, I just have to know, man. You know, obsession. Yeah, this is a completely different doorway. Whoop. Then... Okay, turn. But wait, is this the one? No, I can't. I'm gonna double check just because I want to be positive I don't miss out on the branching pathway. That's the entire point I'm redoing this. So I'm just gonna go check out this left doorway to make sure that wasn't the pathway that I didn't have to jump for. Is that supposed to say something? Okay, yeah, this is the area I did not have. And I'm gonna just play this theoretically safe. And looks like it's just gonna be having money. Whoa, wait a second. Yeah, this is... I mean, considering how early of an area this is, you would not have this weapon. But, yeah, only money. I mean, again, not something... Ooh. That I'm particularly shocked by. Well, I have to admit that is rather disappointing. I mean, again, not a surprise. Like, oh man, can you believe it, guys? Only money? But, I mean, there's so many different weapons in this game, and that seemed to be a really prominent feature. It does seem a shame that in this area, all the way back in Area 1, that you may never have even noticed before. Let alone you get here and it's like, oh, I don't have a triple jump. And even if you do have the triple jump, even if you're able to make it up there, you get to that top area, and then it's like, wait, what? Like, even though I have a triple jump, how in the world would I possibly make it all the way up here? Well, you wouldn't be able... I mean, see, when you're gonna put something so secretive and so tucked away, it just seems a waste to make it, oh, treasure, ooh, money, that, you know, is abundantly scattered throughout, that there's so many areas that are actually really easy to get to and exploit for money, like I did in the game I've actually played through. But, you know, I wanted to at least check. I wanted to put it to rest, at least in my own mind. Now I know. So, that was the last thing I wanted to touch in this game. I might almost put this first, to be entirely honest, because... Oh, I'm sorry, I had the mouse cursor out the entire time. I need to get better about that. But, yeah, I'm sure that, I don't know how to put it. I think I'll put this before the challenge area, because I talked about it more in the game, and then that challenge area came out of nowhere. Plus, I just think it ends the entire series a little bit more prominently than, oh, let me check the last possible secret area that turned out to be nothing. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the Let's Play, folks. I'll see you around later, and as always, Fruit and Doggy! Yeah, I don't really understand the name of the game, considering you're not really going through any trials, you're just going through a normal gaming experience. And it wasn't called Super Mario Trials, for instance. I just think the name of the game could be better, but then again, so could the entire game, so at this point, who really cares?